Hi, welcome along to AFTV Transfer Daily, the show that keeps you up to date with players that have been linked with a summer transfer move to Arsenal. First of all, congratulations going out to Italy, who made it to the final of the Euros last night. Spain, very unlucky. I thought they were the better team over the full course of the game. But Italy going through on penalties. Will they face England? England taking on Denmark tonight. Massive game. I'm going to be there. Looking forward to that. Huge game. Let's hope that Saka can get a start in that game and that England can win that and go all the way to the finals. And also, well done to Argentina and Brazil, who will contest the Copa America final. Lots of football still being played. These players will be absolutely knackered when they come back for pre-season. It's just been like non-stop football for them. But congratulations to them. On that subject, actually, of Brazil, Gabriel yesterday picking up an injury, and that's going to keep him out of the Olympics. Gabriel won't be able to play in the Olympics. Picked up a knee injury in training, and he's going to be out. And that's pretty sad for him because obviously he's trying to make his way into the full Brazil team. For Arsenal, it means that he won't be at the Olympics, but we don't know how bad the injury is yet, whether it's a minor knee injury or whether it's a serious knee injury. Of course, because of that, we're being linked now to a load of centre-backs. Edmund Tapsoba is one of those that we're being linked with, the 21-year-old from Bayer Leverkusen. Very interesting, this one. That there are a lot of reports that Arsenal tabled a bid for him last month of around about £50 million. His valuation said to be about 36 million. But that was turned down. The player's saying that he wants to stay at Leverkusen for another season, but his dreams to join Chelsea. He wants to join Chelsea, apparently, is what a lot of the rumours are saying. But we're getting linked with him today. I don't know if that's just because of the injury to Gabriel or not, but we are being linked with Tapsoba. I see that as highly unlikely, especially as we're, really hunting down the Ben White one. That is the one that we seem to be hunting it down. But if Gabriel's going to be out, the other thing is, would we keep hold of Saliba? If obviously nobody knows the extent of the injury, but, Gabriel, if you say he's out for a couple of months, would it then be wise to possibly send Saliba on loan, even if you are bringing in a Ben White? You're going to need numbers in that centre-back position. So it might change the dynamic of what the sort of business is around centre-backs. Also getting linked to Samuel Umtiti today. Once again, every single transfer window for about the last 3-4 years, we've been linked with this guy. He's 27 now. Barcelona absolutely desperate to get him off their wage bill. He's on a high wage. He's had big injury problems. Remember, he was in the France. He was a regular in the France squad, didn't play in the Euros. He's only made 50 league appearances for Barcelona over the last 3 seasons. That shows you the extent of the amount of injuries he has. He is a good defender, but who would take on somebody with that sort of injury record? But Barcelona are said to be willing to sell him or even loan him out. They're willing to do a loan deal as well to move him out of the club. That, as I said, they are really desperate to try and move him on. Barcelona, one of these clubs that over the years have spent ridiculous money with ridiculous wages on players, and now it's coming back to haunt them. It really is coming back to haunt them with some of the players. I mean, we think it's bad at Arsenal, some of the players we've got on our wage bill. Look at their wages. It's incredible. Now, Manuel Locatelli, what's going to happen with that one? Of course, we now know that Italy will be playing in the final. He missed the penalty last night, actually. Took the first penalty for Italy, missed it, and he looked a nervous wreck. In the end, it all worked out okay for him because they did end up winning the penalty shootout. But what is going to happen with Manuel Locatelli? There's, as we know, the rumours that Arsenal put a bid in for him. We know that Arsenal are very interested in him. There was a reporter over in Italy reporting yesterday that he said no to Arsenal, that he doesn't want to come to Arsenal, and that he's holding out for Juventus only. That's the only place he wants to go, and he's pushing for that move to Juventus. Of course, these deals get done by not just the player agreeing and the club as well. the club would be willing to take Arsenal's offer of around about £35 million if that was to be made concrete. But it's going to be interesting to see how this one develops out after the Euros. Is starting to look, though, Locatelli will be a very difficult deal to get done, and to bring him in for the mere fact that the player really wants to stay in Italy, really wants to play for Juve. One player that we know is definitely gone is Matteo Guendouzi. There you see it there. Officially a Marseille player, left yesterday and has joined Marseille on a season-long loan with an option to buy. Guendouzi said his goodbyes, quite emotional goodbyes, said that he's very thankful for what happened at Arsenal. It didn't work out for him at Arsenal. It's really sad the way it's turned out. I think this guy's a very, very good player. We were debating it last night, me and James in News Daily, if it is an attitude thing, what has caused the problems, because the talent is definitely there. But Guendouzi officially has left Arsenal and is now a Marseille player till the end of the season, and then they will have an option to buy him. That means that he won't be returning back to Arsenal, and we wish him all the best. And I'm just hoping that this is not going to be another one of those that he goes elsewhere and becomes massive, and we could have had him. Now, the player that we seem to be all in for at the moment is Houssem Aouar of Lyon. Now, there was a report coming out of France yesterday, I think it originated from LE10, that Arsenal have made an offer to Lyon for Houssem Aouar. We heard the rumours earlier in the week that he'd been left out of he dropped out of the training squad for Lyon. He then came out and said, that was being linked with the fact that he's moving. But then Houssem Aouar came out and said, that's absolute rubbish, fake news. I was ill. That's why I didn't go into that squad. But now LE10 are saying that Arsenal have made an offer of around about 20 to 25 million euros for him. We don't know how accurate this is. We know that some of those publications over in France can be very wide of the mark sometimes, but Arsenal definitely need a creative midfielder. We've lost out on Buendia. Maddison's going to be very expensive to get done. Targets for, Odegaard, gone back to Real Madrid. The targets are just dropping left, right, and centre. And, Houssem Aouar now seems probably the most feasible of the targets that are out there. But still, it's going to depend on the player, and it's going to depend on who else is going to come in for him. If Arsenal have made an offer for him, that's positive. We definitely need a player in that position. I've said it yesterday. I've said it over and over again. We need a creative midfielder. And Houssem Aouar, remember, he was the number one target before we ended up buying, Thomas Partey. The price tag for him is, literally half of what it was last year. Arsenal need to move, and they need to move fast. But let's see how it develops. As I said, some of these rumours that come out of France are not always the most accurate, but they are claiming that Arsenal have made a bid to sign Houssem Aouar. And where's Hector Bellerin going to end up this summer? Will he be staying at Arsenal? There's rumours coming out of Italy that his preferred destination this summer is to join Inter Milan. We know that Inter Milan have sold Hakimi. Hakimi pictured yesterday at his new club, PSG, holding up the shirt. He's officially a PSG player. Of course, Inter Milan need to replace him. On the lookout for a right wing back, and they've identified Hector Bellerin. However, they'd like to take him on a loan with possibly an option to buy at the end of it. Arsenal would rather have cash up front for him. It'd be difficult to be for Inter Milan because they're another one of these clubs that have been overspending over the years and find themselves in a bit of a financial dilemma at the moment. But Bellerin said to favour a move to Inter Milan. It's going to be interesting to see where he ends up this summer, if he even goes. That's what's going to be very interesting. So lots of transfer news. Of course, the big one tonight, England taking on Denmark. Difficult game. Denmark are a very good side. I think we have been, getting carried away a bit and underestimating them a bit. You know what I mean? They've beaten us and drawn with us the last 2 times we've played them. Very good team, but let's hope that England can prevail, and hopefully Saka gets on that pitch. Would love to see him in that game. Would love to see him in the final. That'd be awesome. Thanks for watching the show today. Don't forget AFTV News Daily tonight. We keep you up to date with all the news that's going on around Arsenal during the day, and I will be back in the morning with another Transfer Daily.